Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is hurricane preparedness. And I know you're thinking, wow, that's a little early, but well, not really. Hurricane preparedness should begin in earnest, even though the official start date does not start until June 1st. But, you know, what does 2023 have in store for us? We never know, especially with Mother Nature. Is she going through menopause? Throw her a piece of chocolate, for crying out loud. But tropical weather forecasters say that it will be less active than the majority of seasons since 1995 and may feature a small number of storms when compared to 2022. But that does not mean that there will not be dangers. All right. And current projections indicate that the 2023 season will be near the historical average with 11 to 15 named storms. 4 to 8 of those named storms are expected to reach hurricane strength, and 1 to 3 of those hurricanes achieving major hurricane status. Now, it's never too early to organize a hurricane safety strategy, and it's not just residents who live along the coast, whether it's the Atlantic coast, the Gulf Coast, that should be mindful. People living within 100 miles of a coastline should be taking action right now. All right. Now, hurricanes are maintaining their strength for longer periods of time after hitting landfall, causing more significant flooding, wind damage farther inland. And it's not just hurricanes. A high-end tropical storm can also unleash life-threatening impacts. Now, steps to take toward making yourself as hurricane ready as possible, including studying your local evacuation routes, organizing an emergency preparedness kit, mitigating opportunities for damage around your property, and conducting a checkup on your insurance plans. That's just a few things. All right. I mean, look at what just happened in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's not even hurricane season yet. Seriously, take a look. Oh my God.
And Global Fire Rescue firefighter.
Now, the best time to prepare for a hurricane is before hurricane season hits. Okay, I'm not talking about 2 days before hurricane season either. I'm talking like now. All right. Like I said, June 1st is when the hurricane season officially starts, but let's get going. You know what I mean? So it is vital to understand your home's vulnerability to storm surge, to flooding, and to wind. All right. Now, there's a checklist of things to do. Now, my checklist is probably different from yours, but there is a checklist of things to do before hurricane season begins. Know your zone. All right. Do you live near the Gulf or the Atlantic coast? Find out if you live in a hurricane evacuation area by contacting your local government or your emergency management office, or by checking the evacuation site websites. Put together an emergency kit. Check your emergency equipment, your flashlights, your generators, your storm shutters. Write a family emergency plan. before an emergency happens, sit down with your family, your close friends, and decide on how you will get into contact with each other, where you will go, what you're going to do in an emergency. Keep a copy of this plan in your emergency supply kit or in another safe place where you can access it in the event of a disaster. Now, make sure you also look at your insurance policies to ensure that you have adequate coverage for your home and your personal property. All right. Now, here are some pictures that I'm going to put up for you. And these are like checklists, if you will. So pause the video and write everything down, because these 6 pictures that I'm going to put up for you are like the top 5 for each list that you should be taking into consideration, if you will. Okay. Now, here are the names of the storms for 2023. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.